because I set up a cadence, we hear this with that at, not the submedian 7. So if you look at figure 13.17 here on page 380, he's in the key of A. And certainly the left hand of the keyboard transcription here, it's A, C sharp, and E. The right hand, he's added an F sharp. That's the 6th, an added 6th. Now how do we know it's not an F sharp minor 7 chord? Because he set up the key of A, so our ear accepts it as A. Now, this is the impressionism I was talking about last time. So he's giving you a chord that is legally submedian 7, but you get the impression it's a tonic triad. When you get up close to it, you see a submedian 7, but when you get back and listen, it's a tonic triad with an extra note in it. That's pure impression, just like the painting. You get up close, there's no book there, it's just a smudge. I made the boat, you step back, oh yeah, there's a boat. So same thing, you get up close, look at all those notes, A, C, E, B, that's submedian, first inversion, submedian 7, first inversion. You sit back and listen to it, no, that's a tonic triad with an extra note.
Is there any way to analyze that?
You analyze it as a tonic, and then ADD 6, added 6. Other ideas, so many experiments he did. Page 381, tritones and augmented fifth. So he experimented with a lot of chords for dissonance that were tritones and augmented fifths. Augmented fifth chords. If you can imagine just throwing a tritone, when we listen to the example, you hear it's very harsh. And then they summarize a little here on page 383, suggestions for analysis. They give you a bunch of pieces. Here's what we looked at. Whole tone scales and chords, pentatonic scales and chords, modal scales and chords, chords with tritones, 7th, 9th, 11th, 13th, describe the resolution, added tone chords, root movement by chromatic thirds, parallelism or planing, other things. So these are all the ideas that Debussy experimented with. Now let's listen to the examples. I think the first one's at the top of page 373. Is anybody going to see May later?
Yeah.
She hasn't given me the title and the composer of the piece she's playing. I got to make the program. So right now it's a kind of a question mark. So can you tell her?
She's actually in the
Oh, okay.
We'll go get her for you if you want. Me and Chris are right here over
here. If I asked you nice, would you like do the thing where each of you grabs on, you kind of drag her backwards like this?
I'll grab her piece.
Okay, let's try this. What? Sound like oh, I'm sorry. This is the advanced book is not by chapter. The first year book is
Right.
the numbers are by chapter. So let me just really quickly jump to number 66.
Wow.
I'm up to 50. $52, $55, up, okay.
It's definitely impressionistic.
This is supposed to be the top of page 373. There it is. Whole tone scale. To tell you the truth, the fact that it's a MIDI piano playing it and not a human makes it sound much worse. You can shape a whole tone scale, and this is kind of it doesn't really give you much musicality. And but that is what happens when you take a whole tone scale. And he has parallel thirds, but they're all major thirds because that's what you would end up with the whole tone scale. We also have the next one. Here he's making chords; they all come out augmented because he's using the whole tone scale. And as far as being played on the piano, also I would say when you do these augmented triads on strings, violins, like a soft tremolo, it's different. It's not so harsh. It's more like you're lost in a fog. It's more spooky than harsh. But the piano going like that, I don't know, it's kind of changed the mood. The next example looks like the bottom of page 374. This is the pentatonic scale. So all of these notes are being played on the black keys of the piano. Next one's the next page, the medieval modes. So here's some modal music on the piano. This is Lydian mode. That's not da-da-da.
I could see that being played at a piano bar, that kind of a piece.
Okay, it would be a really upscale,
Oh.
high-class piano bar to have Debussy being played on the piano, but yeah. Next page, this was the one in G sharp Dorian. Homage to Ravel. Pianissimo. Next is page 379, which would be the quartal and quintal harmonies. This is figure 1315. 379. Once again, that's MIDI piano. Turn the page. This is the top of 380. This is the world's loudest pianissimo. So you can tell it's a computer doing it. And then the next example, 1317. He's ending with the added sixth here. Bottom of 381, tritones and augmented fifths.